What's up, YouTube? Uh, very small haul here of stuff. I got I think six. I think I got 6 comic books. So my video jumps for a second there every time I do a video. Um, but yeah, so I got 6 comic books and I got more artwork than comic books basically, which has been pretty normal. Not buying a whole lot of comic books recently. Mainly been buying artwork. I think Jimmy C warned me, yeah, a long time ago. If I get into the artwork, it's going to be pretty bad, and it is. So at least I'm not spending anywhere close to. That's not true. Spending a lot of money on artwork too. But whatever. So this video is going to be a couple of things. I'm going to be showing you guys some the stuff I picked up. But I also, I'm going to be telling you guys how you guys can help me out. I need some help with something, and I'm hoping you guys will be able to take 5 minutes out of your life and help me out. And if you were able to do that, I would appreciate. Not only would I appreciate it, but also I'm going to be giving away a graded comic book for those who are able to help me out. I'm only going to be able to give one out. But I'll talk more about that at the end. So it's not going to be you guys helping me out. It's more going to be helping me in my life kind of situation, my career situation, my academic situation. But we'll talk about that then. Okay, at the end. So first, I just want to show you guys some stuff I picked up. A little teeny lot of stuff. Not a whole lot of stuff. I mean a small lot of 6 books. I paid under $50. Is $40-something shipped. And the reason I got this was basically for one book. However, I got some books in here that are actually pretty good beside the point. So what I want to do is look up one book that I'm unsure what it is. And I want to see if I can find it. To see if it's actually something that I think it's worthwhile. I think it's worth something, but I don't know. But first, let me just start showing these. Actually, yeah, one sold for $20. Wow. I don't know what the issue is. I know it's something, but whatever. I'll show it to you. I'll tell you when I come to it. The first book is, I already have a couple of these. One's actually signed by Buckler and graded. Here it goes. I don't know what this is. Must be a first appearance or something. I don't know who the first appearance it is of, though. Whatever. You guys can tell me. I know it's something, though. But whatever. So the first one, I've gotten a number of them. One signed and graded previously. But this one's just a raw copy that's kind of beat up. This is kind of just like a, whatever. Not really worth much, I don't think. But I haven't really looked up to see what Black Lightning is worth nowadays. Now, this is the book I was trying to look up to see. I knew it was worth something. I just saw one sold for $20. So I don't know. And I can't find what it's the first appearance of or what, but you guys can tell me. It's a Captain Atom 42. I do recognize the cover. It looks really familiar to me. I can't think of what it is. Guys, let me know what that is. I just try to do a quick lookup, but these basically are all freebies, in my opinion. For what I pay for these books, these are kind of freebies. This is a Suicide Squad #1, of course, first new Suicide Squad thing, whatever. It is got a crease there, so it's, whatever. It's not worth a whole lot of money. But this is another book. I'm not really sure what it's something, but I know I have a couple of these already somewhere. These were pulling out 50-cent bins at the flea market. Most of the New Mutants and... Of course, with the First Legion and stuff like that, That's great. Whatever. That's something. I'm not sure. This is a good book. I don't know if I have this already. I want to say I do, but I'm not positive. So it's good to have just in case. So I'm glad I got it. It's a 100 Bullets #1. Now it's not in perfect condition. It's got a crinkly upper wrinkly kind of like wavy top. And it's a little dirty looking, but it's not too bad. Definitely, if it got a pressing, it would look a hell of a lot better. But we'll see. Now, this is the book that I actually spent the $40-something on. I think this book right here is worth $40-something bucks. That's why I kind of considered those freebies. But I already have, I think, 4 of these already. I have a 9.4 signed and graded. I have a 9.6. And I also have a 9.8, and then I have a raw. And then I have another raw. This is the lowest graded one I have. The lowest grade one I have is Preacher #1. I also have the preview, 9.4, signed by Steve Dillon. Also, I have my regular copy of this 9.4, signed by Steve Dillon. 9.6, I think, is just graded. The 9.8 is signed. I might be getting confused here with the 9.6, 9.8, but one of them is signed by Glenn Fabry and graded. But I got this one too. This is not perfect. It's got, you see up here, I mean right there, and there's some marks along the spine. But yeah, so that's what I basically paid for it. I can't say no to a Preacher that cheap. So definitely, it's probably in the 7.5 range, whatever. Before I get into the artwork, let me just show you. I picked these up because they were $10 a piece, plus whatever the shipping was. I think $4, $5. So I paid like $25 for this, for these 2 boxes of stuff. I got them just because I want to open them. This is a Upper Deck 92 box. This is the High series. And this is the Low series. Just want to open them. Maybe I'll do a video of me opening them. I'll do some artwork real quick. Actually, you know, before I do the artwork, for you, I'll kind of, actually, no, I'll do the artwork and then I'll throw those at the end because it's non-comic book stuff. But I just got it, so I think it's kind of cool. I'm happy to have them. Some more sneaker stuff. For you guys who are sneakerheads too, I'll throw this stuff at the end. First thing, I got some new stuff today in the mail from a guy I normally purchase from. This is a bunch of Sheltered pages and some Peter Panzerfaust pages. First one is Sheltered 13, issue 13, page 18. These are all $10, $9.99. So that was $9.99. This is 13 issue 13, page 20 of Sheltered. This was actually $9.99. Kind of cool splash page, or three-quarter splash page, I guess you can call it, kind of thing. But this is actually, I missed bidding on this one. I was at work one day and I forgot to bid on stuff, and some stuff was sold, but some stuff no one bid on before, so I was able to get it. This is issue 13, page 21. This is issue 14, page 16. Like I said, these are all $9.99. This is issue 14, page 17. And that's all the Sheltered pages, I believe. And these last 3 pages are Peter Panzerfaust. This is issue 25, page 29 of Peter Panzerfaust. These weren't much. I think they were all under $30 a piece. This is issue 25, page 27. No big deal. These are just random pages. This is issue 25, page 28. So, pretty cool. Now, these next couple pieces of art I actually got from Comic Link auction, the last auction that just happened. 2 of these pieces, I'm almost positive. One piece I'm positive I got from the same buyer that I bought these other pieces I just showed you. That I buy from eBay, because he had this listed on his eBay page for a long time. He had it at a very high price. I'll tell you when I show it to you, and it just didn't sell. So I think he put it on Comic Link, and I was able to get it for way cheaper than what he had listed it for. The first one is a Brandon Peterson Sleepwalker thing page. I like Brandon Peterson's artwork. You know, sometimes I confuse him with David Peterson. I guess it's an easy thing to do. I don't know. I like both of them though. I do know who Brandon Peterson is. Don't get me wrong. But I get confused sometimes, and I don't know if I bid on this because I thought it was David Peterson or Brandon Peterson. I don't know, but whatever. It's still a cool piece. It was only like $110, so it's a Sleepwalker one. I do that stuff all the time. It's crazy. You know, I bid on something. I think last time I did a video, I showed you a Morning Glories. No, not Morning Glory. I showed you I thought it was a Morning Glory page, double page art, but it actually was from Mind the Gap. But whatever. I didn't mind having it. It was only $50 for a double page. This one here, these next two pieces I paid $600 a piece for. Because they're Peter Panzerfaust, but they're covers. This first one, you know, at first I was kind of, I don't know if I was worth the $600. And I still don't really feel it a whole lot. I feel a lot better about it now, looking at it and having for a few days and really looking at it. It is a pretty cool piece. I'm going to have to get the actual comic and pull it out. I don't know where it is right now, but when I do pull it out and compare the two of them and just really look at the finished work. But here goes a cover for issue number 9 for Peter Panzerfaust. So it's great. It has Peter on the cover, and it also has Hook. It has both the main character and the main antagonist, whatever you want to call it. It's great that it has both of them on there. And I think the main thing I really like about this is Hook coming out of the dark like that. I think that's really cool looking. But, you know, $600 seems like a lot to me when I look at this. Maybe if it was $500, maybe I feel a little bit better. I don't know. But I'm getting better with it, you know, the feeling I have when I look at it and how much I spent. The reason I spent it, because you guys know I love Peter Panzerfaust, and I have a lot of pages. I am going to do a collection video. This next one is the one that he had up on his... I'm pretty sure that was the guy's also, because he has tons of... This guy's just been selling Peter Panzerfaust over and over and over again for well over a year. And he must know Tyler Jenkins or something, you know, because he has tons of artwork by him. This next piece is what he had listed. He had it listed at $1,000, and it was listed for a long time. I'd been following it for a long time, hoping he would lower the price on it, but he never did, and just popped up on Comic Link. So I'm assuming he posted it and decided to try to post it on Comic Link, and I was able to get it for $600, $400 cheaper than what he wanted. This one I feel very comfortable with $600. It's a pretty cool cover. And this is the cover for issue number 8. So it is basically a full figure Hook. And it doesn't have his feet in there, but basically down to the ankles. But yeah, it's an awesome piece. Get the swastika showing there, and the SS, the lightning bolts, whatever. His Hook showing. Him doing that porn move, you know, the look behind, you know. But, you know, I just think it's a very cool piece. You can see there, it's Peter Panzerfaust number 8. Yeah, so I got that from Comic Link. Yeah, so that's all the original art I got. Now, the last two pieces before I get into how you guys can help me out, and how you guys can win a great comic. First, I want to show you what I picked up today. Got this from a guy I know. Back in Massachusetts. He's my hookup for sneaks. I was able to get... Let me show this first one, actually. I was able to get some new stuff for you sneakerheads. Another Boost. No big deal. This is a Boost 350 Yeezy. And I already have this. It is the Cloud, new Cloud one. And I have this already. However, I don't have this one exactly. This is actually the reflective. The one with the 3M. You guys, I don't know if you guys can tell that by looking at it right now, but if you took a flash, it would reflect all the stitching and stuff because it has 3M woven in it. So I was able to get that. I actually paid $500 for this, so that's not too bad, I think. You know, for a reflective. This is my first all reflective sneaker, Yeezy. So I do have, you know, all the Yeezys have some kind of reflective. Just about all the Yeezys have some. The new ones, the V2s, have a reflective. The 3 stripes in the back on the inside. But this one actually has all the stitching and stuff all reflective. This next one I paid a bit more money for. I could probably wait it and got it for a little bit cheaper, but I didn't want to wait. I finally got it. I was fine with the price. These will probably go up actually if I really think. Right now sneaks are kind of depressed right now, the prices. I noticed on StockX and stuff they've kind of gone down a little bit. So I think right before Christmas and stuff, but they'll go back up. So, but I was able to get these for $750. Yeah, $750. And they are the Travis Scott's 6s, Jordan 6. So with the little the weed pouch going on there. So yeah, I was able to get a size 11. These are all. This is a size 11. The Yeezys are 11 and a halves because that's what I wear in Yeezy. The V2s. The V1s, I wear 11s, but for some reason the V2s are, I gotta buy a bigger size or they're too tight for me. So yes, I was able to get them. You guys probably don't, most of you guys probably don't care about that. But for you guys who are sneakerheads, figured I'd show you guys. Now, onto the one of the main reasons I want to make this video. For you guys who have known me for a while, been watching my channel for a long time, I have been, and you guys know, you guys might know why I moved here to Michigan from Massachusetts is because for the last 10 years I've been working on my doctorate in clinical psychology, and in June I finished my last class, and I'm here in Michigan completing my last step before I can actually get licensed as a psychologist. So I can practice on my own, is completing an APA internship full-time, working full-time as a psychologist, but practicing under someone else's license, basically. Still considered training, but I'm basically doing everything, for the most part, that a psychologist would do. Just not practicing on my own. I do have supervision and stuff, but whatever. Beside that, I also have to finish my dissertation, which is the big project, my contribution to knowledge, as they say. In order to become a doctor, you have to make a contribution to knowledge. In the PhD program, stuff like that, you got to do that. I'm kind of at the point where I'm collecting data and I need people to take my survey. I have a brief survey. It's very short. It's all together, including everything in it, is about 37 questions. It takes anywhere from 5, maybe 10 minutes if you're a slower reader. But they're very simple questions. It's just some questions about how you feel about mindfulness, or about how mindful you are. And that's it. You know, ask a couple questions about who you are, like your age group, some demographical stuff, but it doesn't ask you to identify yourself. There's no way I can know who you are unless you want me to know who you are. You know, well, I'll tell you how that would happen, but you can take it. It's totally anonymous. But for you guys, I already have a bunch of people who have taken it, and part of this is that if you do take it, anyone, it's an optional raffle if you enter to win one of four $25 Amazon gift cards. So at the end of me collecting data, not at the end of me writing the paper and everything, but once I'm done collecting data and everyone's already do the survey and I have enough people, I will pick 4 people randomly who've entered the raffle, and they will, each one of 4 people out of those will win a $25 Amazon gift card. So yeah, if you guys take it, you will be eligible for that $25 gift card. However, if this is something special I'm doing for you guys on YouTube and in my fellow comic book collecting community, for you guys, not only are you eligible for that, but if you guys were willing to help me out, to help a brother out, a fellow collector, I will be offering you guys, one of you guys who takes this, the chance to win a graded comic book. Okay, now I'm going to say this. I need at least 30 people to take this, and I would be okay. So if I get 30 people, I will be giving out a graded comic book. That's what I'm going to say. I need at least 30 people, though. So I will be giving out a graded comic book if I get 30 people. If I don't get 30 people, but if people take it, it might not be a graded comic book, but it will be something worth it. Maybe I will be a graded comic. I don't know. I'll decide, but it'll be something worth your 5 minutes of time. You guys will be fairly happy with it. I guarantee that. However, I get to get 30 people, I will do a graded comic book. I'm not saying it's going to be like a ASM 129 First Punisher or anything like that, but it will be a graded comic book. Now, if I'm able to get 50 people to take my survey, over 50 people, it will be a nicer comic book. And I will do this. I will also make sure that comic book is a signed and graded comic book. Okay? So if I get over 50 people to take this, I will guarantee you a graded and signed comic book to one person. So the way you do this is if you go on to, I'm going to put a link at the bottom in the description. Just click that link. It'll take you directly to my my survey. It's on a place called Qualtrics. It's kind of like a Survey Monkey thing. It's just, I think it's a little bit more professional stuff, you know, but it's a place called Qualtrics. It goes right to my survey. You start off with a description of who I am as a researcher, my school, where I'm doing it, what the survey is about, what my research is about, and then I'll ask you whether you accept, yes or accept or not accept. So if you accept, you'll go on to take the survey. If you don't accept, then you don't accept to take the survey. But once you get past that, it'll go into the questions. I ask you some questions about what's your age group. Now, my research is focused on veterans. So if you were a veteran, I specifically would have really liked you guys to take this. However, this is open to non-veterans too. I want to stress that. You do not have to be a veteran to take this survey at this point. I started off that way because I wanted to get as many veterans as possible. But I'm at the point now where I want to take, I want anyone to take the survey, so I have people to compare to, if you guys understand that. So if you go into it, you don't have to be, I mean, as long as you're at least 18 years old, as long as you're willing to take this, you're going to read and write English. You have to be able to understand, read and write. I mean, read and understand English in order to take the survey, because unless you don't understand it. But obvious stuff. It'll go some questions. First one's a survey that I actually created myself for questions. I'm looking at attitudes towards mindfulness. And then it'll go into another survey that's already been, it's kind of what they call a gold standard, already been created by someone. It looks at mindfulness also. And then that's it. At the end, it'll give a thank you for your time, blah, blah, blah. And it'll give you also an email for those of you who want to enter the raffle for the $25 gift card. And also, for you guys on YouTube, if you send that, follow those directions and send an email to the email listed on there, in the email itself, just let me know that you're from YouTube, and you will be also entered in the raffle for the comic book. Okay? So let me say, once you finish, you get to the end, read the instructions at the very end of the survey. It'll give you the email address to send an email to. It'll tell you to put in the subject title raffle, and then in the actual email, just say, I'm from YouTube. I'm entering from YouTube. Okay? You don't have to give me your name or anything. If you do win, I will contact you through that email you sent me, and then you can give me your address and everything. So I'm not asking for your information except for your email address ahead of time. Only if you win will I contact you. So this way we can keep it anonymous and everything. So yeah, so I really want to thank you guys who are going to be able to help me and who are willing to take 5 minutes out of your time to take this survey. And at the end of that, please click the arrow to get to the very end of the survey, which is one click over, whatever. But I want to thank all you guys who are going to be able to help me out with this. I really appreciate, because this is really the last thing I need to do in order to become a doctor. And you guys can really help me out with this. I've gone down a bunch of avenues to try to collect data from people, get people to take the survey, but it's so difficult. The only other option I had is to pay a company to get people to take the survey, and they can charge anywhere from $5 or $6 a person up to more, $10 or more. So I figured, instead of doing that, because I was going to do that, I will take one of my comic books, and I will offer that comic book to the comic book community. So not only am I going to be giving away a comic book of mine, and it'll be a nice comic book, it'll be something good. Someone, whether it's a cool artist, cool cover, something, it'll have some value to it. Maybe not a whole lot of value. Maybe it won't be worth like $1,000 or none, but it'll be worth something. You guys will gain. I'll gain. I'll be able to accomplish my goal of becoming a doctor, psychologist, and you guys can help me out. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys helping me out. I just want to say that in advance. I will not be showing the comic book, whatever I'm picking right now, because I do want to wait until I get at least 30 people. Once I get 30 people, I will do a video of the first comic book, of the comic book the rated comic book I will give away. Now, if I get more than 50, I will do another video, or I will do a video right away if I already get past that. 50 to show them the 50 survey comic book, which will be a graded signed comic book. Okay, if you guys understood that, you're a lot smarter than I am. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot, and check out some future videos I have coming up. I'm going to do some an art collection video. I'm going to do some graded collection video, things like that, as I go put stuff away. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.